maybe they didn't catch the title of it in the trailer or something, and it's not Harrison Ford. Like, how are you going to know? Like, oh, who's this guy? You know?
Well, you can't use Harrison Ford. He's in his 70s.
That's not what Brent's.
That's not my point.
Put the old bag of bones out there.
But it's also...
We're going to make you look 22.
Yeah. But I think one of the other points that she... Welcome to Galaxy Bound and welcome to 2026. We are starting off the year big with a guest. This is my friend Matt.
Hello.
We weren't planning on having a guest for our first 2026 episode, but I've been wanting to get this guy on for a long time now, and I figured now was a good time if he was willing to come. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you making the drive.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Drove all the way from the Chicago area.
Yeah.
It's a hefty drive.
3 hours is not that bad when you're used to driving. Yeah, my wife's from Buffalo, so we're driving 9, 10, 11 hours several times a year.
Yeah, it's like nothing compared
So
to that.
it's all perspective, guys. Perspective.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll get to know Matt a little bit more with his whole Star Wars journey and everything here in a second. But since we're going into 2026, I wanted to talk about like all of the like anniversaries that have happened, and then maybe some stuff we're looking forward to that's coming out in 2026, because there is some big things coming out in 2026. So I wrote down a few things here that have anniversaries. So Rogue One, probably the biggest one, came out 10 years ago, which is...
That is crazy.
It's crazy to think, yeah.
It does not seem that old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, we had The Force Awakens turn 10 this past
year.
December.
Yeah.
That also just doesn't seem like...
Remember when that first trailer came out? That would have been about a year before that. It was like, that's all people talked about.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Rogue One was similar once it actually came out.
Yeah, I remember Rogue One, like, a lot of people were just like, do we really need this? You know, like, it wasn't really something anyone asked for. And it was the first one that was, like...
A Star Wars story.
Yeah, like an anthology sort of movie, even though, like, it's still connected. That's what was funny, is, like, they said it was, like, a standalone, but, like, it connects more to the trilogy than, like,
it did
the
more
sequels
than what
did.
everyone thought it needed to do.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Rogue One went on to be like some of people's like favorite Star Wars movies of all time. I mean, it's definitely up there for me.
Oh yeah.
So that's a big one. Another one from 30 years ago, which some of you guys might not even, I mean, you probably don't even know what this is. Shadows of the Empire was like are you familiar with this?
It's the book, right?
There was a book and a game and a comic.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it.
Okay, so
come out at the same time.
Yeah, so it was like similar to what they've done with like the High Republic, where they like get like they have a set like era that they want to cover, and then they like get authors, like book authors and like video game developers and like everything on board to like write things for this era. And it was the era between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. And so this Shadows of the Empire, like the book covers that era, and then like the game is kind of like an extension of the book, but it tells a different story.
Interesting.
Focusing on different characters. And then I think there's a comic too, but I think it's mostly just like, it mostly covers the book. I don't really know. I've never read it, but yeah, so that's kind of a big deal for like people that were into Star Wars back then. It was the first time that ever happened, like all of those like things coming together as like a initiative from Lucasfilm. So that's a big one. A lot of people consider that to be one of the best Star Wars books and one of the best Star Wars games. It was for the Nintendo 64, so I don't know if it holds up still, but yeah. And then the next one, first Darth Bane novel, Path of Destruction, was 20 years ago. That's a pretty big deal. I mean, that's also considered one of the best Star Wars books.
Yeah.
And I would agree, because I've actually read it. I mean, I've read Shadows of the Empire too, but yeah, those were kind of a big deal. That's kind of crazy that it was 20 years ago, but it makes sense because, I mean, the prequels were a long time ago at this point. So.
Yeah.
Lego Star Wars 2 turns 20. Makes sense. Empire at War was a game. Pretty big game. Turns 20 as well. And then 10 years ago was when me and Matt met each other.
Just crazy.
Which I wasn't planning on putting that on here, but it was when I was like thinking like...
Even if I'm not here, you just say,
yeah,
well, this guy I know, Matt.
Yeah. Well, I would have definitely mentioned like, where was I at 10 years ago? And it was when I was living in the Chicago area for like a year. And I mean, that was a big time of my life because, I mean, moved to a different city, didn't know anyone but Nate.
Yeah, Brad and I were introduced by a friend, Nate, who is also the person who introduced me to my wife. So shout out to Nate.
Yeah. I mean, these guys know Nate a little bit.
Okay, good. Yeah. So shout out Nate. He's really the glue here.
Yeah, he was the glue for our friendship to start for sure.
Yeah, eventually at one point I was going to your apartment just to hang out with you. We'd play Halo, specifically Forge mode, for like, I want to say like 5 hours at a time.
Oh, yeah.
I think I fell asleep on your couch one time. Nate came home from, I think it was at his parents or something, and I was just on the couch at like 8 in the morning. He's like, what are you doing here? I was like, oh yeah, me and Brad hang out now. Like, he's like getting third wheel.
Yeah, suck it, Nate.
You've been demoted.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were addicted to Halo Forge mode.
Yeah.
It was so fun. But yeah, it was 10 years ago in my life. Like I said, like that was kind of a big deal for me to like move over there and meet you guys. And so, yeah, I still would have mentioned it, but yeah, now that you're here, it's kind of funny. That ended up being kind of ironic. So that was kind of a segue into getting to know you, Matt, a little bit more. So you can just tell us maybe just a brief synopsis of your journey with Star Wars. Yeah,
I mean, I feel like for most fandoms, like sports or anything else, your dad kind of just hands you some stuff and you just kind of ride with it. So in 1977, my father was in the Navy and he had a free, I think, Saturday or something, and heard about the Star Wars movie, decided I should go check it out. Liked it so much, he went outside, bought another ticket, watched it right again.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
So, yeah, I mean, it was just, adjusted for inflation, that movie is like still second of all time after, I want to say Gone with the Wind or something.
Yeah.
Just like the number of actual tickets sold, it's still like top territory.
Something like that.
It's crazy when you think about it. But, yeah, I mean, I grew up with the prequels like I think a lot of us did, and yeah, I just remember specifically the hype around episode 3 coming out, and like toy shelves and just like marketing, branding was just everywhere on like soda cans and everything. Just like you couldn't escape Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I think the only other part of my Star Wars journey I could think of is just like, I think it's the reason I love movies in general. Like, you know, as a kid, you grow up seeing plenty of movies, but like the first movie I remember seeing in theaters was Attack of the Clones, and just something about like the score, the like the lighting, like the Anakin and Dooku in the dark with the lightsabers going around, like the sound of Jango Fett's bomb or whatever it's called going off. Like those things in the theater are like still memories from when I was 8 years old that I remember. And I just like love that kind of stuff now. Like we don't need to talk about the dialogue and everything in that movie, but you know, 8-year-old me might not have recognized everything.
Oh yeah, I mean,
don't see that.
We love that movie.
Oh yeah, but in general, like, I think the theater experience is still important to me, and I have to trace it back to specifically like those first couple Star Wars movies.
Yeah, but that reminds me, something I was going to mention is when all of the sequels are coming out, I think besides The Force Awakens, I saw the other two in Rogue One with you and Nate in the theater.
For sure, Last Jedi and you
I
came
drove
back
up
for Solo too.
I drove up
think.
for every single one.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, probably
Because it was just kind of like we saw.
what we did.
We saw one of them. I think the first one it would have been 2016. So the first one I saw with you guys was Rogue One.
Yeah,
and then like I always wanted to go and see it with Nate, but then like obviously you and I became friends, so and then we just all go together. So during that time I was like, it felt weird going to see a Star Wars without you guys while they were coming out. So I would always come and drive up just to see them with you guys.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, Star Wars in the theater, unreal experience. So what's your favorite Star Wars film?
I'd probably still go with Revenge of the Sith. I mean, I don't know if it's just the age I was or what, but it's still just so beautiful and like heartbreaking at the same time. I can't watch it. I have this thing when I watch a movie that I truly love, and like even if it's not like the greatest movie ever, it's like special to me, and I rewatch it. I'm always like nervous going in, like, is it gonna be like not as great as I remember? The same thing happens with like a Lord of the Rings or other things, and then I watch it, I'm like, oh no, it's just that good. So like I've never wavered. I just love that movie so much.
Yeah. Did you end up seeing the anniversary?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said you did. Yeah.
So, again, in theaters, it's just so good.
Yeah.
The sounds of the lightsabers rumbling in your seats, it's just perfect.
Yeah. I think that's the movie that I've seen the most of any movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about that on our like deep dive into that movie, but like I can probably quote the whole
I don't
thing.
remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I could probably.
No, his is probably Fellowship.
Yeah.
Oh.
But most Star Wars movie?
Oh.
The slander that you just
No, I just didn't mean that.
This clown.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I just wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a Star Wars movie.
Oh.
Well, I was meaning the movie of all time.
Well, yeah.
Is for sure Revenge of the
For
Sith.
me, all time, I think I've seen Fellowship more often.
I mean, you just put it on.
Yeah, just randomly. I was like working from home, and I was like,
the vibes are unmatched.
I'm just gonna put that on in the background.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of my favorite movies. For sure.
You just crank it for the soundtrack alone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I can like quote the whole beginning monologue. And,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What's your favorite era? It would be the prequels, Clone Wars.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, I again grew up with it, and I think there's just so much going on in that era that like even if somebody like prefers one of the other trilogies, there's just like so much going on specifically in the prequels that like a show like the Clone Wars can just be there and have so much and like still feel like you didn't even tap fully into it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, like General Grievous, there's so much of all these characters, I could list them all, but that we could just get a full movie about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You could get a whole like TV series about them.
Yeah.
Seeing a
half of 'em.
Grievous origin would be so cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
the show might actually work better just because then you can start with like the actual origin for a couple episodes, and then move on.
Yeah. I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
What about your favorite video game? Star Wars video game?
There's like probably only 5 years of my life that I was really into video games. So similarly, it's just like that old Battlefront 2, Lego Star Wars 2, 20 years. Wow, that feels crazy that came out 20 years ago, which means the first one must have been a couple years before that.
Yeah.
Crazy. So I mean, that was most of that. The old Revenge of the Sith video game. I don't know if you guys ever played that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the lightsaber dueling mode on that was just like nothing I've ever played before or again.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I would say it was the best thing, but it was definitely like the way it worked was just
very
so
unique
fun
and cool.
Yeah. It was good like when you weren't like dueling another person, because like we would do the 2-player dueling each other, and then you just like hold block the whole time. Like okay. There wasn't like a good way to like
or we would just
break the block.
We would just spam like force choke, and it's like okay, that guy wins. Cool. I let go block first. Dang it.
Yeah. So fun though. I love that game.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah.
All right.
It is crazy. Like, so how long ago was Battlefront 2? Like the original one?
2005.
2000.
Came out the same year as the movie.
Okay. Dang. I didn't think it was that. I thought it was like a few years after that they had done that.
No, because they... yeah, they had some spoilers in it, I think.
Yeah.
All of those games that came out that
but
year.
the original one like had Anakin getting his legs cut off, and it came out like weeks before the movie.
Yeah, I know Lego Star Wars spoiled some things.
Yeah, Lego Star Wars. Yeah,
the movie game spoiled some things, and I think Battlefront spoiled like what Mustafar was going to look like or something like that in their like trailer or something like that.
Or like Kashyyyk maybe, because we hadn't seen that planet quite yet on anything.
Yeah, something like that.
to be fair, back then trailers also spoiled like the whole movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy how like you'll watch an old trailer and you're like, that's in the final 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, they do that today too.
Yeah,
They've gotten better.
It depends.
I think they've gotten better about being like very vague. That's been a trend the last I think year or two. People have been releasing trailers that are like super vague.
Yeah, they've gotten better at it like very recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
like,
there
the
was a
last
stretch where
10 years, 20 years, yeah, it was like that
whole
was the
main
movie.
plot.
Like you just
Yeah.
showed us the movie.
Yeah, you sit there in the theater and it's like you go through all of those previews. It's like, well, I just saw the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the ones where you just literally truly don't know like what just happened. Like currently right now what Marvel is doing and releasing these little like 30-second clips about Doomsday. That's a great way to do it because you literally just don't even like know where they are, what they're doing, what they're talking about, and like
we'll probably see it in the first 20 minutes of the movie too.
Yeah.
Whatever
it's all
these
like
bits are,
very random stuff. It's really well done.
There's nothing worse than like watching a movie and like halfway through you're like, that thing from the trailer that was really cool hasn't happened yet, and then you just suddenly your brain's like, I'm waiting for that because I know it's coming up.
Yep. And then sometimes it doesn't. Like
True. Marvel did do that for a couple years where they just like completely cut whole bits, or maybe they just put them in the trailer solely for the purpose of throwing us off.
Yeah. I mean, Star Wars has done that in little ways before. I mean, I remember Force Awakens, that very first trailer where it shows like Kylo Ren activating his lightsaber, like that shot isn't in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because like that was supposed to show that he had a unique lightsaber, but then like that happens in the very opening shot instead of showing his lightsaber. So they just cut it in that scene. But like,
gotcha.
Iconic scene from the trailer for sure. But yeah, trailers are kind of a mixed bag. But like, I feel like nowadays, since they've gotten better at it, people are like expecting more plot to be in them, and now they're like mad that like they don't know what the movie's about. Yeah, they don't know what it's about. Like people have been saying that about the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. Like we really don't know the plot of that movie at all.
I think that's a good thing.
And that's
a great thing.
That's what I want.
It has people worried, but I think at the end of the day, it's probably like you said, a good thing.
For sure.
Yeah, I would rather go in not knowing things.
Yeah, because what has been happening is like not necessarily like the root of why like movie theaters aren't being as popular anymore. There's a lot of factors with that, but like the trailers and the nature of like Netflix and things like that, trailers have been revealing too much, and so then you're like, oh well, I kind of already know what it's about. I'll just wait for it to come out on DVD. It's not going to be that great in theaters.
Yeah.
Well, now like if you just tease like a tiny little bit and like make it very vague, it's like the inside of your brain wants to know more, so you have more likelihood of the desire to go see it in theaters.
Yeah. But that is a big reason why I just stopped watching trailers in general for like everything, because I didn't even want a vague thing to see. Like the only reason I've been watching the Star Wars ones is because like we have to talk about them on this now. But otherwise, like I would see maybe like the first teaser, and then like that's all I would want to watch.
The trailer that was like 9 months ahead or something.
Yeah, like it's just a very short teaser, and like okay, I'm good. I don't need to see anything else. I'll see the movie. I already know I'm going to see it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think franchises that have like loyal fans that would go see it regardless. That's like one thing. It's some of these like one-off movies of just like random like stuff, like random stories and whatever. Those are the ones that I think are harder to get fans in the seats, because you want to reveal enough to like get them interested, but you don't want to reveal too much that they'll be bored and not want to come see it now that they already know what the movie is.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's a tough balance for the studios to do.
Yeah. Well, do you want to get into this big news?
Let's do it.
Big news of the week is Kathleen Kennedy is finally stepping down as Lucasfilm president.
You said it like it's been the desire of your heart.
No, it's not. It's been the desire of all of the freaking people on the internet that have like pretended to leak this information for like
years.
10 years now.
Yeah.
Ever since The Force Awakens came out, they've been leaking this false information every single year.
It's gotten so old. Just seeing it every 6 months on your phone, like Kathleen Kennedy stepping down.
And then like all the YouTube videos are like, oh, it's finally happening. Star Wars is going to be saved. And so I've just been tired of hearing it. So I'm just glad that it's finally happening so we can move on.
Yes.
And I just can't wait to see like people just move their hatred onto
the next person.
And it's two people.
Yeah.
So real quick, the people that are replacing Kathleen Kennedy is Dave Filoni and I forgot to write it down. What's her name?
Lynwen Brennan, I think. Yeah, Lynwen Brennan will be co-president.
Sweet.
Yeah, so people are getting their wish, and Filoni is now in charge. And
you asked for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say half the people asked for this.
Yes.
That's why they're doing a co-star, because the other half needs somebody else.
So she's the business half of it. He's creative idea. He's never ran a company. He started doing like animation for King of the Hill and Avatar: Last Airbender. So like, he's not really a business guy. So he's really just. She apparently Lynwen Brennan has already been doing most of the business stuff for years, anyways.
Yeah.
So it sounds like she's just getting like a title change, and Dave's been the CCO for 5 years now. Yeah,
he was promoted to
Chief Creative Officer.
I don't think it was that long ago. I think
last year.
More recent. But before that, he was like put in charge of. Like he was just like a step below that. Like it wasn't like a C-suite level, but it was like something below that related to like all of the creative stuff. So yeah, I don't think his role is really going to change all that much.
No.
Honestly, either of their roles are probably going to change very much. Just now there's not that one person.
That'll shut down all of their ideas.
Well, no.
Well, I think we can get into that.
Well, we can get into that in the exit interview.
I don't know how much is going to change, if anything.
Exactly.
I mean...
if you've got a note you want
Well, I mean, I know you wanted to talk about some of her accolades in history.
Well, we don't have to go in this order. We can just...
Well, I mean, every producer is different. Does one do a Kevin Feige president producer role where it's just like, I'm going to tell you what needs to be in this movie and you have to follow it with minimal creative differences? Is it like, I don't know if you guys know, Chris Columbus made Home Alone 1 and 2, Harry Potter 1 and 2. Now he basically just does producing where it's just like, you have a really great idea. I like it. I trust you. Here's some money. Go run with it. Mm-hmm. Great movies like... what is it, like The Witch, Nosferatu, a bunch of other things. I think Night at the Museum. Like he just throws money at all these projects.
Yeah.
And most of them, like he just has like that talent for this might work or this might. I'm sure there are some flops here and there, but what has Kathleen Kennedy been doing? I guess we'll never really know the finite amount of work. Like, is she turning stuff down? Is Bob Iger? I know you guys talked about the Hunt for Ben Solo movie, and she kind of says it in this interview that, like, you know, Bob Iger told me you got to be what was the word she said? You just got to like go for it and you got to take risks. But you know, a lot of people at Disney don't want to take risks right now, and it's like, it's like such a slam. You use his name and then you like point out the guy who is the only person that could tell you no.
Yeah.
and then you're like, you know, he told me to take risks, but somebody at Disney's not taking risks.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that's true. Is like what she said about it was, I don't think she would have lied about that. Saying, trying to put the blame on someone else. I truly do believe that she's been wanting to like take all of these risks and make all of these projects, but like she can only go so far.
Yeah,
because they are owned by Disney, and like if Disney isn't wanting to take risks, I mean, she says like they just want to play it safe.
Yeah.
And that was like the whole sequel trilogy was like them playing it safe and not wanting to.
Yeah, and I don't know if she's blameless. I mean, the same thing goes both ways. Like, I think you should have had a sequel 7, 8, 9 movie ready to go, and maybe been a little more Kevin Feige with the like, here's where you got to end up, Ryan. Or
yeah, I think she was more hands off than she should have been.
That's in some ways for sure.
And I don't think people realize that. Yeah.
I think another interesting thing is when you look at, I mean, we should go over some of these movies. It's insane how many movies she's produced.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I can bring up the Wikipedia thing here.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
oh really?
There's no shows in there. And then Disney said, you guys need to start doing shows.
Yeah, her shows don't start really until
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Dang, she's done so much.
Yeah, so she originally is like, she was partnered with like Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
For a long time.
She was like kind of the part of the business half of that too. It's somebody noted down. I found 70 films that she's produced, over 70, which have collected 120 Oscar nominations and 25 wins.
Yeah,
like that's insane. Just to even like have your name attached at all to that many movies and quality movies too.
Yeah, like Jurassic Park, Gremlins, The Goonies, Back to the Future, Indiana Jones,
War of the Worlds.
Yeah, the Tom Cruise one.
Yeah.
Signs. Yeah, I mean these are not just like random movies. These are like top movies.
Yeah, I mean she
like
was
those times.
She was on Steven Spielberg's team for a long time.
I would say every decade since the 80s she has been in like the top 5 movies.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy.
Movies that we
Schindler's
adore.
List, like Oscar winning, like will go down in history as greatest movies of all time.
Yep.
Like even if she wasn't part of the creative team, she at the very least was a part of a team that recognized the story and helped put it forward.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. What's your favorite Star Wars thing that has been released since she's been in charge? Because I mean, she's had her hand in somewhat a minor way, at least, in everything that they've released. So I don't know. What's your favorite thing that has come out? Like what shows? Because I know the movies probably, unless maybe Rogue One.
I mean, Rogue One, I would. It's in my top 5. So movie wise, like that's a great one.
And I think that might be one that she had a lot to do with because she
Tony
had
Gilroy
to,
specifically.
She had a lot to do with hiring him to.
He did not want to do it, and she courted him, as she said.
Yeah, I think that's where she probably had her most like hands-on of like coordinating things because it's a very different movie than what originally it started out as.
Yeah, I would say Rogue One's the best, my favorite, and I would also say probably the best thing that's come out of Star Wars in the Disney era. And I mean, it's just so good.
Yeah,
I can't believe it's been 10 years.
Yeah,
maybe Skeleton Crew on the TV side.
Yeah,
I did like Skeleton Crew a lot.
I really enjoyed that.
Kenobi. I really liked Kenobi. I know there's like a lot of people that didn't like it, but
I mean, even Mando season 1 and 2, in my opinion, are like great television.
Yeah, I always want to say Mando, and then I just think of season 3.
Like, I mean,
that puts it down a little bit.
It's the same way that like for a lot of people, Force Awakens is like so good.
Yeah,
and then you remember that but everything that they set up isn't how you personally wanted it resolved.
Exactly.
And so kind of with season 1 and 2 of Mando, it's like, but then Book of Boba Fett undoes everything that they set up. So it's like it's just kind of this slightly painful feeling when you watch the thing you like, knowing what's coming up.
Exactly.
Why don't they just make bad stuff for the first 2 chapters, and chapter 3 and 4 can be awesome, so you kind of look forward to the better stuff.
Yeah, so now I have to like caveat it with like Mando season 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or, The Force Awakens specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I do love The Force Awakens too.
Or I like that one scene in Last Jedi. Don't tear me apart for saying I like more of it.
Yeah, like a fourth of The Last Jedi I like. And The Rise of Skywalker. There's some cool shots in that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would probably say Rogue One as well. Maybe The Force Awakens. But I wonder how much she had to do with that as well.
Yeah, I mean, all of these things. I mean, Sixth Sense is one of my all-time favorites in my Letterboxd top 4.
So what non-Star Wars thing?
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen it, it's a perfect film.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Don't want to spoil it for anybody, but
it's been out for...
The ending's amazing. It's been 25, 30 years.
Statute of limitations
but I do
up.
show people... But to be fair, I do show people that haven't seen it because they thought it was a horror movie. And it's like, yeah, there are ghosts in it, but point is, like, a lot of people our age haven't seen it for one reason or another, and I show it to them, they go, oh, wow. Yeah. That was... amazing. Like, there's just standalone movies like that. I wouldn't say they don't exist anymore. They're just harder to find. The stuff that is nominated for Best Picture isn't always like as palatable for everybody as something like Sixth Sense or Lincoln, another movie she produced. So
yeah, I need to rewatch that. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. I'll bring her a thing up here. You guys want to look at it, but mine I think is going to just be the original Jurassic Park. As my favorite non-Star Wars thing she's done. It's between that and Raiders, but her credits on Raiders is just as associate producer, so I think that's the lowest, which may mean that she does the most. I don't know. Like, I feel like sometimes the lower you get, the more work you actually do, but I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up between those two because those are two of my favorite movies of all time.
Balto's on there? That's awesome.
Dude, Balto's great now.
Schindler's List.
Yep.
These are like top-tier
Young
films.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
An American Tale.
Great movie.
Oh, the other one that she did I saw was down here, The Land Before Time.
Oh.
That's like everyone's like childhood drama movie.
Yep. That's how I learned to feel.
Poltergeist.
Back to the Future. I mean, that's just some...
Sepolis.
Hook's a great one.
Yeah. Man, she's got some really good stuff on there.
I'd probably say any of the Jurassic Parks that she's done.
Yeah.
She did 3. I saw that on there.
Yeah, the original 3, I think. I think she did Lost World as well.
In that article, she talks about what is it called, The Adventures of Young Sherlock Holmes, which was 85, and that's like famous for having that first shot of CGI in a movie.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've ever seen the thing. It's like stained glass.
She described
in a church.
It.
Yeah, I've seen it. You should look it up sometime. And it's very two-dimensional looking. Like, it looks like if glass came to life. It's kind of choppy looking. But considering they went in, like, her and ILR, which is what, Industrial Light, whatever. This is a company she was with as well. Like, went from that in 85 to, I want to say 93 is Jurassic Park. Like, the fact that, like, that company in 8 years went from, like, wow, we put a very clearly fake image on the screen dancing around, and then 8 years later, it's just like, dinosaurs. Like, would still hold up better than some CG does today. It's not flawless, but like that jump in 8 years of technology, specifically with that company she was part of heading, crazy what some of them did.
Yeah. Yeah, and she said in her interview that's her favorite thing about making movies is like not just making movies itself, but like kind of using the technology. Yeah.
That's why like the Avatar movies are so popular.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, 1988, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, that was one of the first movies that they attempted to do like live action with cartoon overlay, kind of like Space Jam. So
I think it was the first like theater release of it.
Yeah. Really, really cool movie.
Without it, we wouldn't have Space Jam. I mean, as somebody from Chicago area, that's like my whole personality. Bill Murray and Michael Jordan win a basketball game in space.
Yeah, I love Space Jam. I've only seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit once.
That's good.
And it was probably like when we weren't supposed to watch it.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, it's kind of like an adult kids movie. One of those where like there's a lot of like
jokes.
A lot of adult jokes in it, and
I would
kind
say
of.
it's not a kids movie.
Well, I'm saying only kids because there's a lot of like of your favorite cartoons from like the 80s and 90s.
You were a kid
in it.
Yeah,
and so
true.
That part of it is like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like they're showing like some of like the Animaniacs and like Looney Tunes and whatever.
Yeah. And a lot of the like adult stuff kids wouldn't even get anyways.
Yeah. But there's a lot of crass.
A lot of suggestive things. Yeah.
That's where Jessica Rabbit comes from.
Yeah. Yeah. People keep saying that they're going to remake it at some point soon. But really? I don't know if that's happening. I feel like that's a style of movie that like doesn't age.
Yeah.
Like it ages well. Like you can still watch Space Jam and it's like, oh yeah, it's
still holds up.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's very nice.
It's supposed to look like a cartoon. Like
exactly.
The CG doesn't need to be great. It can be as old 2D, like that 2D animation.
Exactly.
Is so beautiful.
Yep. Yep. Okay. So we kind of talked about a little bit of this stuff. Was there anything else you wanted to say about that exit interview? Well, I guess I have some things written down here.
Yeah, I mean, she listed all the movies that are supposedly still in production, which I feel like is a ton, and also forgot some stuff.
I think she forgot some stuff, and people are freaking out about it.
Yeah. So I mean,
she didn't mention the Ray movie.
I made a list if you want, but if you want me to read it,
go for it.
She's got so she said a Taika Waititi movie still out, if you know who that is, Thor Ragnarok. He's had mixed reviews over the years, but a very fun style movie. James Mangold has a script supposedly in the works, which
for Dawn.
Yeah, Dawn of the Jedi is going to be his movie.
Yeah, and I mean he's directed stuff like Walk the Line, which won an Oscar, I believe. The Bob Dylan movie with Timothée Chalamet, as well as like several of the Logan Wolverine movies.
Yeah, he did Logan.
The successful ones, not the Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, and the newest Indiana Jones movie.
Indiana Jones, Ford vs. Ferrari got nominated for an Oscar. So like, I'm looking forward to that because that's like a pretty good track record.
Yeah, for sure.
But then like you have the one that she like kind of like said was going to be a trilogy was the Simon Kinberg one, which
we talked about that.
Yeah, and it's just he's had like a lot of duds. Like X-Men Apocalypse, X-Men Dark Phoenix, even Last Stand are like the three most unpopular X-Men movies.
Yeah.
And like he wrote them all by himself, I think, or maybe co-wrote, but like
isn't he the one that also helped write on Rebels though? Is that the same guy?
I think so, yeah. And I'm not saying it can't be good. I obviously would always go into something with great expectations, but there are people that like get 3 strikes in Hollywood and then keep getting to go to the plate over and over. And I'm not saying for sure that's him. I just, I'm trying to be positive. I'll go see whatever, if I'm being honest. But,
I mean,
that one confused me a little bit.
He is the one that wrote for Rebels. He consulted on Force Awakens and Rogue One.
Yeah. He also wrote Jumper, which I don't know if you saw. That was a Hayden Christensen movie. Like that one is like I don't know how to say it, but like it's way better than people ever gave it credit for.
I agree.
It's a great movie.
And I would say that about a lot of these movies in his thing. Like I liked.
I'm just like a big X-Men person, so some of those were really. Yeah, Last Stand's not that bad. It's more of like Dark Phoenix and Apocalypse that bother me, but
the more recent
I actually
ones.
liked Apocalypse.
Apocalypse wasn't terrible.
That's the one where they're like.
That was also 10 years ago.
Is that the one where they are? Oh no,
it's where Oscar Isaac plays Apocalypse, Big Blue, bad guy.
Blue. Or maybe you came with us to see that in the theater as well.
Entirely possible. Yeah, I don't remember anything from then.
He did have Fantastic Four.
The
bad
Fan
one.
Force stick.
The Michael B. Jordan version.
Yeah, that one's pretty rough.
Oh yeah, he was a producer on Logan.
So yeah, I mean we'll see with that one.
Too.
I just thought it was interesting that of all the things that she said that was the one that's most likely to be a good trilogy, and I was like, oh, okay, interesting. Like maybe I'm not saying it can't be.
We'll see.
He definitely has a wide spectrum of like flops and like really successful.
Yeah, I mean
ones,
he also did Days of Future Past, which is my favorite X-Men movie. So like the spectrum's huge. Also, the Donald Glover Lando movie was mentioned.
Yeah. So all of these, she said that they've turned in scripts.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't mean that it's like...
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it means that they're like workshopping it.
They who? Disney?
Well,
No,
she
the
specifically
writers.
said, like, I can't say too much because I have one foot out the door, so it's really not for me to say, is what she said.
Yeah.
So that's fair enough.
Who's turned in the scripts to who?
Writers have turned the scripts into Lucasfilm.
Which would now be Dave Filoni theoretically reading these things.
Okay, that's what I was meaning. Who's like?
I mean, obviously
signing off on
we know
them?
Bob Iger signs off at the end of the day. But
Yeah, but that would be like a pitch for like production to continue rather than like a pitch to like, you know,
yeah, these are literal
continue
scripts.
writing the movie.
Yeah, the I don't remember which one it was. It might have been the Simon. Somebody. She literally says at some point, "Yeah, we had to tell him to keep working on it." Like there was like
I think it was the Taika one.
Taika one, yeah, where it was just like, it's really good stuff, but like, go back and do some more work on it,
which does not surprise me.
Finished.
Yeah,
Because he wants to make like a comedy.
which can work.
It can.
We've had so much of that, anyways.
Yeah, I thought that was funny though. Of all of the ones, that's the one I knew that was going to be.
She did mention the Adam Driver and Steven Soderbergh, which was the Kylo Ren one, which the fact that she mentioned it in the way she did kind of felt like it's still a possibility.
I think since she like mentioned some of those things and not others, I think it was just the ones that she was like the top of mind ones
Yeah, of course.
in this interview. And that one has been creating a lot of buzz. So, you know.
She also, I think the interviewer asks about Ryan Johnson and like, he was supposed to get a trilogy. What happened? And she made it sound like, and again, I don't know how much I trust here in a puff piece, but
it was also her and not him saying it. So.
Yeah, but she says he got scared away because of the fan reception of Last Jedi, and he is like so into his Knives Out movies, which I don't know if you've seen, but they're very good.
All of them are good.
Yeah.
It's crazy, yeah. It's just like some people are meant for a certain alley, and I'm not saying he couldn't do a great Star Wars trilogy because he probably could.
I think he could, yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy how like some people are just kind of born to write and direct a certain thing.
Oh yeah,
And
Just do a Knives Out Star Wars movie.
yeah.
mystery.
That would be
Honestly,
That would be
would be
cool.
Yeah.
We just
that'd be
watched
great.
one of them last week.
The newest one.
I think so.
With the priests.
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice.
Really good.
I haven't seen that yet.
But yeah, she didn't mention the Rey movie, which I'm sure people are freaking out about.
Yeah, they
Okay.
didn't mention Dave Filoni's movie either.
The Mandoverse culmination one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's supposed to be the like Infinity War of this whole era.
Yeah, exactly. Like the thing that ties all
Brings
of
it all together.
Mandoverse
Well, part of me
together,
wonders
yeah.
if they're waiting for the reception of Grogu and the Mandalorian, or wherever
That would be
Mandalorian
my
and Grogu.
guess.
Yeah,
Because like it, streaming, I feel like it's so hard to figure out what actual public reception is. Like they don't like talk about numbers, I think, for certain reasons. But like box office is such a like, wow, Solo made $400 million after every other Star Wars movie this decade made over $1 billion. Like there's like a way to look at the numbers, and per week, like if it has a huge opening week and then the second week is dead, that usually means nobody liked it. So they didn't go back.
Right.
So I think we'll get a better understanding of where the Star Wars universe is as a fandom, as a society, with those numbers in particular.
for sure.
So like
it's been so long. Since
I'm rooting
it's
for
been
the
in
movie to
theater.
be great, make $1 billion. But like it wouldn't shock me if it did what some of the more recent Marvel stuff's doing, which is like 250, 350.
Yeah, and I just hope that the budget isn't out of control, because that's when people see like, oh, it's a flop because it didn't make back its money. It's like, well, because you spent billions of dollars when you probably should have expected it to like, only make a fourth of that.
Yeah. So yeah, will they change the budget based off of this movie, which I would assume will feed into that one?
Yeah,
It's possible.
I would hope that they would do that. I mean, some of the Disney Plus shows have had out of control budgets.
Oh yeah.
Like I think the Acolyte had a huge budget.
Yeah.
Whereas compared to like the Kenobi show had the smallest budget, I think. They spent all of their budget on the cast trying to get Ewan McGregor and Hayden back.
And you could tell just by watching it, like
it felt small. The whole thing felt like it was either on a sound studio or like
Yeah, they did the whole thing in the volume.
Yeah,
so
it did,
and it was obvious.
It was very obvious.
Yeah.
I'd rather just get like one amazing Star Wars thing every 2-3 years. In terms of like, if we're gonna do this, let's like do it. Because I think one of the best visuals in like a Star Wars set was the season 2 of The Mandalorian. The episode Boba Fett returns. And they actually filmed it in that like rocky landscape. Like they actually just went outside somewhere. I don't remember. California, of course, yeah. And it was just beautiful, and it like worked perfectly, and it felt like this big place that a battle actually would happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it was drastically different.
So like everything else. Just a little more of that in general would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, all of Andor was, well, I shouldn't say all, but a lot of Andor was shot on like actual sets, actual like on location, and you can tell.
Yeah, I just feel there's more depth to it, which makes the movie feel bigger and more like grandiose,
immersive,
which Star Wars is known for.
Yes.
Yeah. I would say the gap between like having something big released by Star Wars only being every 2 or 3 years, I think it's longer than that. I think it's more like 5 to 7 years.
I mean, they were these like epic.
I mean, it's only been 10.
From what?
Since we've gotten Star Wars stuff.
Exactly.
No, they're releasing.
You're saying it's been 7 years?
No, they're releasing things almost every year.
Are you talking specifically movies, or?
I don't know. You said 5 to 7 years since we've had a good Star Wars thing.
No, he said it's every like 2 or 3 years is when something like that they put out is like a big hit.
I'm also, well, part of what I'm saying is like I miss that it like was an experience or like a event. Star Wars used to be like an event, and I'm not saying that the quality is necessarily only good every 1 to 3 years. I'm saying I'd prefer they focused on every couple 2-3 years.
Right.
Let's put all of our resources into this, and then
instead of releasing like so content every year.
And not necessarily like I love Skeleton Crew. I think it's super underrated.
Yeah.
And Andor was amazing. So like I guess maybe there's levels to this.
Yeah, like when we would go to the theaters to see a Star Wars movie, like an event like that, or maybe like how Stranger Things has been kind of a big
it's the Gen Z's version of Game of Thrones or whatever. Everybody watches.
You spent like a year leading up to the release of it, and like the anticipation and like the planning of like, we're gonna get our tickets and like that kind of thing doesn't happen with content they're releasing now, because most of their stuff is not coming into theaters. It's coming into like the streaming services. So that takes away a little bit of like the event feeling of it, I think.
And also when it is the first movie to come out since 2019 is just a continuation of a show. Like, how much of an event is it if you had to watch 3 seasons plus some episodes of Boba Fett?
Yeah.
And possibly some Ahsoka tie-ins, right? I mean, Rebel tie-ins, because you got Zeb is going to be in this.
Yeah, so you got to watch Clone Wars, you got to watch Rebels.
Like, I remember at a point when, like, the MCU, you watch 2 movies a year. Like, it was relatively easy to keep up with if you wanted to. Yeah. Even 3 movies a year, because like at some point, like Thor, Black Panther, Doctor Strange. Like, I could watch 3 movies a year.
Yeah.
But now it's gone a little insane for Marvel and a little bit for Star Wars too.
You got to go watch this series, or you need to watch season 1 of this and then season 3 of this, and it got a little bit much.
Yeah.
So I don't have a game plan for them because I still want more content, but I
just be more intentional about it.
Yeah,
which I think they are doing now.
It feels like they've
cut back.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, what I was saying, or kind of like expanding what he was saying, was that I think it's a little bit more than just 2 or 3 years. I think it's almost like 5 to 7 years when they come out with something that's like, this was like the thing of the decade for them.
Yeah, because I mean, 2019 was the last time a movie came out.
Yeah.
And, excitement for that movie wasn't all that high in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So it really was since The Last Jedi when there was like hype.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of hype for it because people...
We went to the theater in our robes and lightsabers, so we were hyped.
Yeah, everyone, I feel like in that theater was hyped, yeah. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't know if that same hype is going to be there for this Mandalorian movie. Which is why I'm a little disappointed that that's the one that they like finally come back to theaters with.
Mm-hmm.
I think Starfighter would have been a good one to like bump to the top.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad that's coming out next, but it sounds like that one's going to be a really good like standalone movie.
I would have been okay if just The Mandalorian stayed a show.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. Sure. I mean, sure, we could make it better and go return to the roots of 1 and 2, but yeah, it would have been fine as a show.
Yeah, just make season 4.
Yeah.
Would have made sense.
Makes too much sense.
Or from the very beginning, you make them all movies instead of shows, because I think some of them are a little bit dragged out.
There's some of that for sure.
But then there's the risk of like really flopping because it is in theaters in a big event.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
You think The Mandalorian should have been a movie?
I think they could have made it into
I think Obi-Wan should have been a movie. Obi-Wan for sure should have been a movie.
I mean, it was
that could have been like the great event everyone returns to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boba Fett or Han Solo, the movie had to ruin everything.
Yeah, and so that was one of the other things she mentioned. The one regret that she has is greenlighting the Solo movie, and recasting Han Solo and them doing
firing 2 directors.
Yeah, and them doing it like way too soon after The Last Jedi came out.
I didn't think it was that bad of a movie.
It wasn't that bad.
Wasn't.
No,
it
just was. I don't think it's the thing the
Did
public
it flop
wanted.
money-wise?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
that's
why.
So that's
why they were scared to make a Boba Fett movie that was on the shelf.
It's usually
Obi-Wan movie.
But that goes back to Disney seeing the numbers and being like, okay, you're not doing any more standalone movies then. Because it doesn't make money, and they don't understand that.
Well, I think they also didn't realize
as if all of Disney movies make money.
Rogue One made over $1 billion. Like they can do well. You just have to either flesh it out more, or I mean, I think we're all a little tired of every movie or show is just the name of a character. It's like, oh, we're gonna go see Ahsoka, or we're gonna watch Obi-Wan, or Mandalorian and Grogu. Like,
it makes it so hard for
Rogue One, it's just like
casual people.
Yeah, your expectations are. You don't know what to expect. You just like go into it with an open mind a little bit more. Yeah. That's why something like Starfighter I do think has a lot more potential with the masses.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Plus it has Ryan Gosling, which people love.
Yeah.
But yeah, like having a random character name, like casual people don't know who Ahsoka is, or like they don't like maybe they watched The Mandalorian, but like. Maybe they didn't know like Baby Yoda has a name,
I think a lot of people don't even know Grogu is actually Baby Yoda's name.
Exactly.
My wife still calls him Baby Yoda.
Yeah, like casual people don't know that stuff.
She dressed up as him for Halloween, has a whole costume, and just called herself Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so they definitely need to think about that more. But I thought it was interesting that she said that was her regret. And I mean, like we said, Solo was a good movie, even though it recasted Han Solo. I feel like he did a good job, and like she says that like he did a good job. But
yeah, he's a great actor. I don't know if you guys saw Weapons or Oppenheimer. He's in both, and they're both very good.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
He's the one that tells Robert Downey Jr. at the end that he's losing all of his like Senate funding or something. It doesn't even look like him. It's funny how the guy's aged so much in the last like 8 years or whatever since that movie came out.
Yeah.
Alden Ehrenreich.
Yeah.
But he's a very good actor. He did a great job in that. It just, again, we liked it, but I don't think it's what the people wanted.
Yeah, and it was just like too soon after The Last Jedi came out. And
it was like
The Last
March
Jedi wasn't
December.
received well, so people were like hating on Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then, I think it was in May. But like you go from December to May, and they didn't market it hardly at all. so people didn't even know it was coming out because they did all the marketing for The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Then they see a trailer, like maybe on TV or like in the theater for a Star Wars movie, then they just assume it's the one they already saw.
Yeah.
So, and if it's about Han Solo, and maybe they didn't catch the title of it in the trailer or something, and it's not Harrison Ford, like, how are you going to know? Like, oh, who's this guy? You know?
Well, you can't use Harrison Ford. He's in his 70s.
That's not what Brett said.
That's not my point.
Put the old bag of bones out there.
But it's also...
We're going to make you look 22.
Yeah. But I think one of the other points that she made in her exit interview for this was they had just seen Harrison Ford in the previous movie months before.
Yeah.
You know, or like a year before or whatever. And it's like... Yeah, it was a weird timing for that movie. If it came out even just a year later, it probably would have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they should have done December like Rogue One was.
Yeah, and market it. You know,
Yes.
do more than just one teaser.
I made some notes about Dave Filoni in terms of like there are people that are just like, especially the like Clone Wars is the greatest thing of all time people that are like, oh, he's going to usher in this new golden era. Yeah. And I'm not saying he can't. I hope he does.
Yeah.
I hope the next 10 years of Star Wars, like I have a baby boy. I hope we're watching the next 10 years and like it's just the most enjoyable thing and I get to do with him what my dad did with me. But so far he's been a director and writer on The Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and Ahsoka, which are all mixed reviews. We've been talking about it. Yeah. He doesn't have writing or directing credits on Obi-Wan, other than he was just like there as the canon consultant, is what they said, to make sure nothing was wrong. Skeleton Crew, John Watts also called him the goalkeeper. I just made sure everything could get by him. And then Andor is the thing he had the least involvement with. He specifically, this is a rumor, so don't take it as it is, but had a lot of issues with Andor and didn't like that it was made.
I don't believe it.
I mean, he talked about the only reason I do is because he talked positively, in quotes, about every other Star Wars project ever, except that one.
Well, I saw a video interview of him praising Andor a ton.
Oh, okay. So, I didn't.
And everyone on Reddit was like, that like report that came out.
Okay, and I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it.
You look at something that is taken as different, like Andor. It's so well done, and Tony and his team do such a phenomenal job that I think that there's an audience for that. You know, I think also with that audience, I also though want to still be, you know, hitting the imagination of the kids out there so that they can grow up and appreciate those things.
But it was Kathleen Kennedy, to her credit, that specifically made that whole show happen.
Yeah.
Specifically Rogue One, and then getting Gilroy back for Andor.
Yeah, like Disney was going to shut it down.
Yeah.
And she like fought for Andor to happen and to get Tony back.
A good show, but another show with a name.
Yes. Just a name that no one cares about.
It's the best show, or at least public opinion has it as the best show. But I mean, we all have our favorites. But
it didn't take off at the beginning because no one cared about it.
Yeah.
You know, what is Andor? Who is Andor? You know?
Oh, yeah, he was the second or third main character in that movie.
Yeah.
I remember, I felt like K2SO didn't end up being in season 1, but I felt like they implied he was going to be because people just wanted to watch it for K2SO. Yeah. Because he was like not the best part, but he was a very great part
of the best
parts.
Yeah, and the part that most people remember.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, he's...
Besides the Vader scene.
Yeah. Mouth off to me again.
Yeah. But like you remember Cassian, but like you don't ever really hear his last name.
Yeah.
You just hear him referred to as Cassian because K2 calls him.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. So then they made the show named Andor. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Make it a more creative name too. Yeah. Like
the next series is just going to be called like Moon. Just something completely like singular and like obscure.
They could have made that show have a creative name because it also isn't just about cast.
No, that's kind of what I want. Just like name it something that reflects that time period.
Yeah.
Whether it's like just not as vague as this, but like rebellion or something that gives off that energy.
Yeah.
And then let us find out what it's about. Let's just name it after one guy who season 2, there's like good chunks of it he's not in.
I would wager to say he's not even really like the main character. Like he shares a huge like chunk of the roles of like the main characters, especially in season 2.
Yeah, Luthen is, I mean, he carries that show. Stellan is such a great actor.
Oh yeah, they should have called it like Shadows of the Rebellion or something like
that. Or Uprising. I don't know. I'm terrible at names. Don't hire me, Disney. Please do not.
Please hire me. I'll do it.
Brad will come up with that. And then the only other thing I had notes was in The Acolyte, he served as the head mentor to Leslie Headland, providing, she specifically pointed out the whole witch coven idea came from him, stuff like that.
That was a very Filoni thing.
Correct. The Night Sisters and Clone Wars is like his big thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
I'm not surprised.
Everyone take from what I just said. If you love all of those things, then good, because Filoni had a part in almost all of those things.
Yeah.
If you didn't like those things, well, the next,
that's pretty much everything that they've released.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But it's funny that he had a part in like the Witch Coven thing, because that's the thing that most people hate the most about that show.
Yeah. And he also greenlit the Kyber crystal, which I know is a contested thing.
Yeah. Honestly, like for me, Filoni is like very hit or miss, and I feel like a lot of his misses are like really cringe.
I love Clone Wars, but I think everyone can admit half of the episodes are not their favorite thing to watch.
Right.
Definitely not rewatch. Even Rebels, which is my favorite of all of animation for Star Wars.
Same.
There's like a good quarter of the episodes that are just kind of bad.
Yeah.
And I know he was a little less involved in that one, but still had a lot of creative control.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he gets too much credit and too much praise. And I think a lot of people are like wisening up to that as time goes on. But
Kathleen Kennedy has made plenty of mistakes, I'm sure. But she's also just kind of been the scapegoat for the person that wants someone to blame. And I feel like they've been rooting for this retirement for, like you said, a decade now.
Yeah, pretty much since it started.
And whether or not it will change, we will see. But it's just too much hate pointed at one person. It's kind of weird.
I personally think it could be a really good role for Dave to be in, so he isn't writing, because I personally don't like his writing.
Yeah.
And
some of these things that he let through as the goalkeeper aren't my favorite either. The things. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but
I don't know. It's just going to be kind of 50-50, I think.
It'll come down to if Disney is okay with slowing down production on some of these things. Is Disney okay with trying to get back to more of the roots of what Star Wars was? Not it became Marvel, just slop handed to you. I mean, I love Marvel, but it also became slop.
Yeah.
The Disney Plus, as awesome as it is to watch sometimes, is also to blame for a good chunk of this.
Oh, for sure. Yes. Yeah. They put too much stock into
Dune it. Can't just exist. There has to be an HBO show for Dune as well.
Yes.
Does that make sense? It's kind of just everything. It's not specifically Disney. It's just kind of the landscape of media at the moment.
Yeah.
There can't just be two movies for it. They have to have a show as well. Yeah. And even though that's gotten good reviews, it's still just like, this was not something that happened 20 years ago.
The Alien series.
Still going.
What do you mean?
Oh, they're still releasing Alien movies.
Well, no, he said there's a movie and then there has to be a show as well. That's the same thing with Alien. It's kind of like
Predator is starting doing that too.
Their Predator show?
I don't know. It's not something I'm super into, but I do feel like I see a new Predator thing. I think there was a movie that just came out, Borderlands or something.
Oh, I thought that was a show.
No, it's a movie.
Oh, okay.
It's a good thing this is a Star Wars podcast. Not Alien versus Predator.
Yeah. Yeah, Badlands was a movie.
Oh, okay.
That's it, Badlands.
Yeah, so I don't think things are really going to change going forward all that much, honestly.
We'll see, yeah.
I mean, if they had so much trouble getting things approved by Disney with her in charge, like, how's that going to change with two people, you know? Maybe it'll be better, maybe it won't, I don't know.
Maybe Dave Filoni is just like the ultimate pitch man.
Yeah.
Now, here's what you don't understand.
But I would assume that he had been doing that anyways.
It's very possible.
Like, there's no way she's the only one that would, like, have to go into those meetings.
Of course.
So I'm sure she would bring in people.
Yeah, there's probably also 10 other names we don't know that are a part of every millisecond of this project going forward.
Probably so much behind the scenes that we don't know about, which a lot of people don't understand.
But we have to blame one person for every problem.
There's always someone you gotta blame.
Gotta have a scapegoat.
Yeah, because apparently she makes all of the Star Wars. Just her.
Yeah, the only other thing I would say about that interview, just to maybe wrap it up, but is that she was like, George is happy with what we've done with this and all that kind of stuff. And that was just like a little weird because like, and even if I think George is partially completely in the wrong, because he always phrases it like, it's out of my hands, it's out of my control. It's like, you sold it for billions of dollars. Yeah. But for her to claim George loves what they're doing, while we all kind of know that's not 100% true, it was just the only other thing I could think of.
I think he wasn't happy with the sequels because he was like, he gave them his treatments for his sequels and they didn't use them.
Yeah.
But I think ever since like the shows have been happening, and even Rogue One, I think he was on set for that, he's been coming back and like interacting with Dave when he's on set, and like he's been a little more like involved. So I think he has come around since then.
There's that great video of him meeting Grogu.
Yeah.
And somebody's obviously controlling Grogu from afar, and it's like really sweet actually. Yeah. It's like, wow.
Yeah, I've seen some of those.
1977 all led to this thing that makes $1 billion of toys.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I think he was on set for Ahsoka because I mean he helped create that character too.
True, yeah.
Like I think Dave has said that he still talks to him regularly, and he's still like super interested and like supportive of what they're doing and stuff. So I think he has come around. And Kathleen said that they like had dinner like a couple nights before that interview.
True, yeah, that's true.
And so I think he is probably in a good place with it all now.
He probably learned he has to be.
Well, yeah, but I think they put a lot of effort into making things that he would be proud of rather than just making things for the sake of making things, which is what they did originally. Hopefully that's true.
I want to get to the Starfighter stuff.
Yeah, Starfighter stuff is going to be interesting. So apparently Tom Cruise shot a lightsaber duel scene for the Starfighter movie. Like he was the one with the camera. And so it's not like
why is he involved at all?
The way the story supposedly went was he flew in on a helicopter to wherever they were filming because he was buddies with Sean Levy, and then they were chatting. He grabbed a camera because he was so excited, filmed a scene, got in his helicopter, and flew away. That's the way the story goes.
What the?
I mean, Tom Cruise is just like, he's not a human in the sense that like we are.
He's something else.
And I don't mean in the sense that the Scientology church believes he's a raised entity.
Right.
I mean in the sense that like he just gets to live different than the rest of us.
Yeah.
And he's made, a bazillion Mission Impossibles that are awesome, so we just have to be okay with it.
Now he's just living the Mission Impossible life.
He really is.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess he's just friends with Sean. And he
Something
just
like that.
Like he just wanted to come by the set, and then he just I guess one thing led to another, and he was shooting the scene.
Crazy.
There was a picture with him.
I think
with
that was AI.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I saw that, and someone commented just like, as someone who works with cameras on movie sets, that's not a real camera, and that's not how you hold a real camera. So yeah, that was for sure AI.
Okay.
But yeah, the thing said like it was a scene in the water. And originally when this came out, people were saying it was an underwater scene. But then the actual article, I think, just says like he was like standing in
he was like knee deep in water. I think is the way Sean Levy phrased
in
it.
Like maybe like a swamp or something like that.
Interesting.
And so like the AI picture was him in a swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like literally just holding a camera with like nothing else like strapped to him or anything, but it was like this giant like camera. Like it's not a handheld camera.
Oh no, those cameras today are insane. They're like whole units, so that way they're not they're stabilized.
You would not be
everything.
able to hold it like this, especially in water.
It's just like the AI has got him, got him cranking the old style. It's like that's from the set. You gotta trust AI.
Yeah. So, some of the discussion questions I made for this was, does a Star Wars movie need lightsabers to be successful? So the shot was a lightsaber duel scene. And this is for Starfighter, which we originally were supposed to be under the impression that there weren't any Jedi or lightsabers in this. Which means like we have yet to have a Star Wars movie without a lightsaber in it, technically.
Solo did?
Technically, Maul at the end ignites his lightsaber.
Wow, that's a good poll. Yeah.
For no reason at all.
He literally just shows it over the hologram. I forgot about that. That's awesome.
Most useless.
They like scene. Wanted it to be like, I don't know, we're 11 for 11 with lightsabers in these.
Yeah. But yeah, if you don't count that, then yeah, Solo. But also Solo flopped. So that goes back to my question, like, do you think it needs lightsabers to like appeal to the masses, you know? And that's something like me and Matt talked about a little bit in our text chat. But
I'll say this. I will say like casual fans or even people like my wife who like will watch Star Wars but like won't seek it out to watch it. I think that's how they associate what is Star Wars and what isn't. Like I think when we first watched the beginning parts of Mandalorian and she was like watching it, like the whole time like she was expecting like, okay, but where's like the lightsabers? Like where's the Jedi?
Like he's a Jedi, right?
Yeah. And so that was like I think a struggle for casual fans is like, but that's what you guys are. Kind of a thing. Like so, but I think for like real true fans, no, I don't think that you need a lightsaber to be successful. I think they've done some decent projects that have not had that and been good. Like Andor's one of those. I think that might be it. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, Mandalorian mostly doesn't have that until you like kind of have some crossover with like Ahsoka and stuff. But
Luke.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of it is it's not just. We don't know if it's just two people that found lightsabers in the dirt and like, hey, look at that, let's just play with them, or if it's actual Force users. But the fact that it's two does feel like they're leaning towards like it's a fight, right?
It's part of the plot.
Yeah, I think it said lightsaber duel.
A duel. It's not like the Mandalorian where you said like there's. Because at least they're like Grogu is a Force user. There's the dark saber. Like they at least like kind of mix in some of these things. But it feels like with this one they're really bringing it back to just lightsabers. Maybe I don't know.
So my initial thought was like this could just be like a flashback or like a what did I say, a prologue, like cold open thing where like maybe we see the reason for some kind of conflict that happened like decades prior, like maybe during the Clone Wars or before that or something. And then like it happened in the past, and then like it shoots to the future, and then we see like they're there for some reason. I don't know. Or it's a flashback of someone's trauma, like maybe Ryan Gosling's character was like a child during the Clone Wars or something, and he, I don't know, was the victim of something that happened during a duel between people.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think, in my opinion, it's not so much that the lightsabers are there, it's more that the showing of how the lightsabers are is more important.
Yeah.
Like you take the sequel trilogy and how they duel in the movies and like all that, and then you have like the prequels, completely different.
You think that's more important?
I think
than the plot.
No. The fact that the lightsabers are there is not important. I think how they're shown is more important.
There's situations where they've put lightsabers in the movie, but it hasn't been done well, so it's like, why?
Yes.
But then there's also times that it was like very, very brief lightsabers, but it was really good. It's like, great job with it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I see that.
So like this could be...
I still don't understand.
Like this duel could mean nothing.
I think
why would it be in the movie? Type of thing.
Well, the question was, will it be can it be successful with or without lightsabers? So, I mean, I think even if it needs to have lightsabers, it still needs to be done right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that isn't always the case. Like, there's been times they've put lightsabers in scenes or in parts of movies that it's like, that was unnecessary or didn't look good or whatever.
And even Skeleton Crew, which I praise, usually you have Jod, and he can't just be a Force user. There has to be a lightsaber in the movie or the show to like really hype it up or something.
And that was kind of my point.
You could just be a Force user, but I feel like they need to throw a lightsaber in to maybe sell it. They didn't show it in the trailer. I don't recall.
No.
For Starfighter or for
specifically for Skeleton Crew.
That was a surprise.
But like there's stuff like Bad Batch that isn't. Omega was a Force user lightly, right? But like they still had to have Asajj show up with the lightsaber. Like how they use the lightsaber is important. Is it just going to be a cameo where two Jedi are fighting off in the distance while he's flying his starfighter around and Tom Cruise is in the water filming it? Or is it actually a flashback part of the plot? Like, what is it? Is it going to be a flashback to just like something random?
Yeah. Or like, I guess the more obvious question is like, is Ryan Gosling's character going to be a Jedi?
Yes.
Yeah.
There. Like,
I guess I forgot to kind of mention that obvious question, but it's something that needs to be asked because...
So the time period is post Episode 9?
Yeah, I think it's just like 5 years after.
So it's not like he would be a child during Order 66. Right? I mean, that's how they've kind of got all of the Jedi, like a Kanan Jarrus or... Jod from Skeleton Crew, like most of them were just Reva, were all just children. When Order 66 happened, they escaped, and that's how we have Jedi lingering around during the original trilogy era.
Right. So this would be like
how does
50 years after.
Did Kylo Ren in his massacre of Luke's students miss one? And this Ryan Gosling is now a student from Luke's old school. How would you have a Jedi? Like, you can have a Force user, but how specifically would a Jedi even be in this time period without it being Rey associated?
I mean, I do think there would be, students of Luke that weren't at the academy when everyone was slaughtered by...
No, they were all there.
Well, I mean...
He called them all for a meeting.
Yeah.
Mandatory meeting.
Maybe Grogu taught a young, Ryan Gosling, how to use the Force.
Yeah.
They're going to do flashbacks to Grogu because they can't help but put Grogu in.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's going to be the next question. Can Star Wars be successful without Grogu?
I hope
Next
so.
time on...
Yeah.
I do think
I
part
think
of...
that would be interesting, though.
Yeah, I think part of how many risks are they willing to take?
Yeah.
Will a lightsaberless movie work as the only one? I mean, Solo had a lightsaber, but it definitely wasn't in the marketing. It definitely wasn't known.
No, and that movie didn't do well.
Didn't do well, so are they willing to take a risk? I think we're in this era where, like, actors are a big deal still, of course, but, like, the director, the name attached as the director is so important. Like, it's very possible, like, The Odyssey from Christopher Nolan will be the biggest movie of this year, or, like, James Cameron's Avatar has, like, been one of the bigger movies. So, like, having a Sean Levy who most of his work is in some variations of comedy, like Cheer by the Dozen, Deadpool and Wolverine made $1 billion+.
Yeah.
Night at the Museum was a super successful trilogy that he directed, and,
Yeah.
so, like, just his name and then Ryan Gosling attached to it, I think if we're just talking about our own personal hopes, I kind of hoped it would be super successful without a lightsaber. So I guess maybe that's not necessarily a question as much as my thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, I think it could be successful without a lightsaber. I mean,
I guess we will never know.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I was hoping that it was gonna be like that just so we could see how it would do. And that's why I just kind of think it's gonna be a minor scene. Especially if they just were like, hey, Tom Cruise, you wanna just do this real quick for us? Like, that's why it makes me think it's just a quick thing.
It's not like the culmination of the entire events of the movie, and then it's just like something they can... Yeah, that would make sense.
And like, I think it was like at the end of like shooting too. So it was like one of the last things that they shot. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but
yeah,
just with the timing of this, like, I know that they've been done shooting and they're just doing like pickup stuff now. So it could just be like, hey, we need like you said, like either a background shot of them fighting or just something really small.
Yeah.
But there's really no way of knowing till we see a trailer, and maybe not even then.
I mean, I still have high hopes for it, of course. I mean, I'm looking forward to Mandalorian and Grogu, but like, I feel like we've already seen the best that story can do with the whole, not Luke showing up because it's a cool cameo, but because like, finally he gets to go be with his kind, and it's the Jedi, and I guess I don't know where else that story can go, and I don't know where Starfighter can go, but because it's something new. Also, I don't know if you guys are Stranger Things people, but like, he directed like some of, if not the most iconic episodes of the show, like the running up that hill, Dear Billy episode, the famous lights on the wall with the writing. Yeah, like that's all Sean Levy directed stuff.
Yeah, he did some of the best parts of it. Yeah.
So like, my hopes are still high, lightsabers or not. I just think it's interesting that they even like felt maybe it's because Tom Cruise was there, but it did feel like they were intentionally leaking like, there's lightsabers in this movie. You gotta come see it, everybody.
Yeah.
So if it's in the trailer, then I feel like we'll see. That'll be a bigger tell than this little bit of information.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just thinking, what if it's like just a brief, like, what's it called? Like a summary of like the timeline of things.
Like the beginning of like Lord of the Rings, where they're like showing clips of like what's happened up to this point and where we're at.
Yeah, just to give context. And then
I could say that.
Yeah, they say like, oh, the Jedi have been, they've been trying to rebuild the Jedi or something like that, and then it just shows like a quick thing. Like, there's still conflict in the galaxy with the Jedi still, trying to rebuild or something like that. I don't know. Could be something like that.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of a question for you guys. I'm curious. What? And I think we talked about this. You kind of want more of the Jedi, more of the lightsabers. In terms of like what the the ratio of stuff coming out to be lightsaber, because I broke it into categories of Force user focused, which is like Clone Wars, the whole sequel trilogy, Rebels, Kenobi, Ahsoka, Acolyte, Tales of the Jedi, and then you have Force users that just happen to be in it, which is more like The Mandalorian, Skeleton Crew, Tales of the Underworld, Bad Batch, and then like the only stuff with none of that is Solo, Boba Fett, and Andor. So like that ratio of like 2 to 1 to 1, is that what we want to kind of keep going? It's just an idea of, because there are some people that it's like, if there's no Jedi, I'm out. And then there's kind of this growing movement of like, Star Wars should just be about the grassroots level heroes, and I think there's great stuff in both of that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said when we talked about it before, I definitely prefer like the Force user, like good versus evil things. Just like that's what makes Star Wars to me. I mean, that's what the original movies were about, and I just think that's like lightsabers are cool, Force is cool, Jedi are awesome, Sith are awesome. But that doesn't mean I don't want other stories, because I do love. That's the one like unique thing about Star Wars is just how big the universe is, and it could be about like those like, you know, galaxy saving moments, but it can also be about like an average person and just their life.
That's what I was kind of hoping Acolyte was going to be, was like moving slightly away from like the typical Star Wars timeline of like your top heroes, but still getting like Jedi versus like Sith, but like an alternate, you know, story and timeline of like something that like was happening that, you know, is not part of like the Anakin timeline, and it didn't do very well.
It tried to.
Yes. Oh yeah.
It came at a bad time when Star Wars opinion was low. That's part of it, I think, for the Acolyte. Also, the press wasn't great beforehand. It wasn't popular, I should say. But I think like the concept of Acolyte was great. I was maybe more hyped for that show than most people. Anyone I knew. I mean, I know you guys exist as well, but like of the immediate circle around me, I was like, so you tuning into Acolyte tonight? And people are like, nah, dude, I'm good. So I would love to see, they can't call it Acolyte season 2 because nobody would watch it, but like that Plagueis tease at the end, spoiler alert, like some of that, I don't know what you call it, maybe not a character's name, but like, you know, something of like Sith Uprising, I don't know, but something like that, and just kind of start from that time period, because like there's so much, you know, untapped potential. All of that.
It was great. I loved that they were going back and like starting from a different timeline and like almost like a
prequel.
Yeah. That's what we want.
Yeah. I think some of the pacing of the show was not great.
It's also creative decisions that were weird.
Yeah.
Like the helmet that can deflect lightsabers or whatever that was.
The cortosis.
Didn't it? Yeah, it's the metal that the helmet's made of. It was just like a interesting time to introduce an idea like that.
Well, it made sense for that, for it to be related to Plagueis and that island that they were on, just from the original books. Because that is where like they would get cortosis from that island.
Gotcha.
So it was a good like book callback from the like Darth Plagueis book.
And I think that's the stuff Filoni loves.
Yeah.
Is like that extended universe stuff, because it existed before and he got used to it, but like maybe that's not the most palatable thing for the average person.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was a cool way to introduce it to canon. And to show that it's not just like super common, you know, like that was the thing that cortosis in the original books ended up being like every opposition to the Jedi had to have something related to cortosis in it to like, you know, it was like a plentiful mineral that could be found. But then like in canon they kind of changed that to be like, oh no, it's like super rare, and like a lot of the places that had it got destroyed and stuff. So,
but yeah, cool. Huh. Didn't know I had to read a book before watching The Acolyte.
I know.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is you didn't matter.
Yeah.
It was more of a callback to a book. I mean, you wouldn't have known that was Plagueis either.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Because the only thing
even if I didn't know it was
Plagueis,
everyone's like, "Who's the creepy dude in the shadows?" And then you could start the show from there, or the new show or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was cool because I just recognized what he looked like, but
but from what?
Yeah, exactly. I get what you mean. No, I get what you mean. It ends up because we don't get a season 2 just being a cameo, but it was meant to be more than that, I suspect.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. My point was like, because you said you didn't know you needed to read a book before, and like we didn't like that wasn't his canon appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Like we didn't know what Plagueis looked like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was only set in the like old books that he was that species and that he looked super creepy. So I think that's the thing is like you don't have to read the book because now they're gonna like bring some of that into canon. So you don't have to read the book. So it would be great if they just adapted the book to a show.
Makes sense.
That would be nice.
But just don't call it Darth Plagueis.
Yeah.
Plagueis, a Star Wars story.
Yeah. It would be like such a cool political thriller.
Yeah.
And if you like marketed it as something like that, rather than just like, hey, this is a show about this character.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't even need to know, like what you're saying is we know what Plagueis looks like because of the internet / books. But yeah, if the average person could just be like, oh, that's a creepy dude. That's interesting. I don't need to know his name to be
he's
into
creepy.
that.
He's probably evil. He probably has a red lightsaber.
Yeah. And then he can have a young Padawan, or not Padawan, but
acolyte.
Yeah, that ends up being a little Sheev.
Little
Sheev Palpatine. I forget people don't know that's his first name, so I say it in like conversation all the time. My wife's like, what'd you say to me?
It's such a goofy name.
Oh yeah, Star Wars names are just so great.
Yeah, it's so funny. Good old Sheev. Because it just sounds like Steve.
Yeah.
Steve Palpatine. Yeah, so the other thing, I guess this was when we had like really slow news, I put this in here, but it was just kind of a little thing that Sean Levy was talking about related to Starfighter, and his thing was just that he knows that it's like easy to get intimidated by a franchise as big as Star Wars and a universe as big as Star Wars, and to make sure that everything like works well within the whole universe. But like his movie is a standalone movie, and like yes, it like fits in with the timeline, but he's like more focused on like telling this specific story rather than like having it connect to everything else. And I think that's a really good move, something that we haven't really seen at all yet.
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah,
because even like what was a standalone thing was probably Rogue One, but they still made a show leading up to it.
Like, yeah, I mean, it was leading up to the original movie.
Yeah, that too, of course. Yeah, you're right.
And then, yeah, now we have a show that leads up to that. So it's just like that's one of the most connected movies that we have.
Yeah, it's crazy to think
yet
about.
It was a standalone.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I hope it's just like really holds on its own. Kathleen Kennedy mentioned also that the young actor Flynn something.
Yeah, he has a cool name.
What a cool name.
This kid,
and he is apparently an amazing actor, and there's
Irish.
potential to make a trilogy involving him, is what she was saying roughly.
Interesting.
The interviewer kept asking. He asked like 2 or 3 times, like, so is this Starfighter movie going to be a trilogy? She's like, well, no. It's not our intention, but I mean,
she just seemed like so enamored by the kids acting.
Yeah, she kept
that it was like, if it was to happen, it would be because everyone loves him.
Yeah.
So I mean, I hope I love it. I've got 3 movies that, like, you can still have a trilogy that stands alone, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
As long as Ray doesn't pop in and like give them 30 minutes of lessons, it still, in my opinion, kind of stands alone.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool, and that's the benefit of like casting a younger actor, is like they can, grow up throughout the movies and be good for like a younger audience to relate to.
I know it's like such a film bro thing to say, but like Ryan Gosling's so cool. That picture is so great.
Yeah, he's such a good actor.
Yeah,
I watched the Barbie movie last night. What the
That's
heck?
awesome.
The strangest movie I've ever seen.
Had you not seen it before?
I hadn't really seen it. I've only seen like clips and stuff.
It's fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
But it was freaking weird.
Yeah. I did the Oppenheimer or Barbenheimer thing on a weekend with my brother.
Nice.
And very, very different tones of movies. My brother even got his shirts that said, I survived Barbenheimer 2023, I think, or whatever it was. And
yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, it's an experience.
Yeah.
So maybe tonight you can go watch Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I need to cleanse my palate a little bit. It wasn't a bad movie, but it was just very strange. Yeah. But he's great in it. He's hilarious.
Great. He carries good chunks of the movie. Like, obviously,
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie is an amazing actress as well, but he carries like the insanity portion of the movie that doesn't work at all if he's not like, right on time with his lines.
Yeah, it's
the way he delivers it.
It was good. Just strange. All right, do you want to play a game, or is any other notes that you have?
No. I just followed your thing. Do you want to play a game?
Actually, while you're here, I'm curious. What is your biggest, most controversial Star Wars take?
Should have put that in the top.
Before
game time, let's get serious. No, I'm kidding.
We'll leave you with
I don't know if it's the Anakin and Padme stuff doesn't really bother me that much. I one time, just because I was like so annoyed at like people hating it, in episode 2, I like took a stopwatch and just like every time there's a scene with them at all, like even like the ones that are fine, maybe not the battle necessarily, but like the moments leading up to the battle, and it's like 8 minutes or something, 9 minutes of actual screen time with the two of them together. Yeah. And when you have a 2-hour 10 or whatever it is, 2.5 hour movie, whatever, it doesn't bother me that much. Yeah. I think Star Wars is full of super highs and super lows. And I think we all just kind of ignore some super lows in every movie, maybe. So to me, if I had a hot take, it's just like, get over hating Sand. Like, that line is dumb, but like he's also supposed to be 18. Like, are you telling me when you were 18 you were really cool around the ladies?
Yeah.
No. I would also say something to make me sound like I've been through so much. I hate Sand and touching backs and weird stuff. Like, 18-year-olds are weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's out of his league and he knows that.
Yeah.
And it's just like what weird 18-year-olds are like. Yeah. So that's my controversial opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought it was that bad, but it's crazy how many people like on Reddit and stuff say stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not bad or cringy enough for me to ever think like it's something to like bring up as like a bad part of the movie.
Yeah.
Like there's other parts of the movie that are like worse than that to bring up. But it's not a bad enough movie to even like start nitpicking like randoms. Like, it's a fantastic movie, and like, what the Sand thing? Why do you care about that?
I mean, that became a meme and stuff. But like, there's a lot of people that watch that movie and like don't understand that like Padme is also into Anakin.
Yeah,
but they don't pick up on that. And they think that like Anakin is like manipulating her into being with him.
Yeah.
Like, it's very clear. Like, if you know how people interact, like, it's very clear that she does like him. She just knows that she shouldn't. And he knows that he shouldn't, but he's doing it anyways.
Oh yeah, he doesn't hold himself back like she does.
Like she's a grown woman.
Yeah.
So like she has the ability to drive anything that would happen because she's one, the woman, but then two, like she's the adult in the situation, and he is literally just like an infatuated kid, like wanting to like be with the most beautiful girl he's ever seen in the galaxy at any cost.
Yeah, and her position is, I mean, they're both of their positions would be compromised if they got together and people found out. Yeah. But I think she values her position more because like an entire planet is relying on her to be the senator.
Yeah.
Whereas
like if he gets caught as a Jedi, like, oh, it just affects
especially
him.
At that point, pre-Clone Wars, he's just a kid in there that knows maybe there's some prophecy about him, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, and he has
she was the queen. Like, she was the queen, now she's the senator, which on a galaxy level is way more important than just the local queen.
Exactly.
Like, she's actually like the representative.
Yeah, there's so much more at stake for her.
Yeah.
So is your controversial take that you like the love interest of the story, whereas like the general public is like,
I don't know that I love it. It doesn't bother me the way it ruins that movie for some people.
I would argue that that's not that hot of a take. It just might seem like it is with like some of the internet people.
Yeah.
I still feel like even amongst peers, I feel like that's still episode 2 is ranked towards the bottom of everyone's list. And I think they usually quote that as the reason why. Like, I just couldn't get past the rolling around, in the fields and stuff like that. And to me, it's like, but it's also like minutes after that is Obi-Wan versus Jango, which is like maybe the closest we'll ever see a non-Force user get to beating a Jedi.
Yeah.
Like, Grievous didn't stand a chance. Jango, on the other hand, like literally had him like on the line.
Yeah.
So there are certain things to me. I think it's controversial that I don't know. I wouldn't say I like it per se. I don't know if anybody likes watching Michael Scott be awkward around his boss.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what's the same thing going on here. He's just being awkward around the person he's supposed to be protecting.
Yeah, and it's not even that awkward. Like, it's just love story.
It's like 9 minutes, 8 or 9 minutes. Like, who cares?
A love story between two people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that are both like...
And they're not that... Another thing that like people are like all up in arms about recently... Not like recently, but like in the last 10 years, whatever, is like, oh, she's so much older than him, and like she's like
maybe like 8 years older, something like that.
Not even that.
Isn't she queen at 14?
Yeah,
and she's 9. Like, and he's 9 years old in the first one. So
I thought she was
like
5 years 16 in that movie. Don't they say her age in one of the movies? In one of the scenes in Phantom.
We looked this up before. Let's just say
But he's 8.
He's 9.
I think 9. I think that's a 5-year age difference. So if he's 18, she's 23. Which again, at 23, we weren't making the wisest decisions in our life either.
5-year age gap.
So yeah.
And people act like that's such a huge gap.
Yeah, that's not that crazy.
No, because then in episode 2, he was 19.
It might be because when she met him, he was a literal slave and she was a queen. Like, maybe maybe it's not just the age difference, but also like the positions they were in when they met.
Yeah, I mean, people just assume that she was older. I mean, she does look older.
Yeah, and I mean, Natalie Portman, I think, was 18 or 19 playing a 14-year-old, which,
that's normal.
People complain about the Stranger Things kids being too old to play.
Yeah.
But she just has always looked like very, very young for being how old she is.
I feel like they try to make her look younger in that movie, and then in 2 and 3 they try to make her look older because suddenly her character's 10 years older and she didn't like age more than 3 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they make her look older in episode 1.
Really?
Yeah.
I think especially when she's pretending to be the handmaiden, she looks so young.
At the end, like when they're in the battle in Theed Palace or whatever. like she's commanding everyone and like I don't know, like she just seems like she's way older than 14.
I mean, she's the queen. She acts very very mature, and
like I would never guess that she was 14.
Yeah. I think part of their strategy of doing that in episode 2 to make her look older, not in like a weird way, but they like did more like sexualization with her, with like her outfits and things that just made her look like older, like as an older woman, like low cut shirts, like the whole like white outfit of like belly showing. Like,
I mean, she's 24.
I know, but in that movie, to make her be more portrayed older, they had like older suggestive outfits for her to
that makes sense
to help with that, I think.
Yeah.
Because
and George Lucas also just liked to dress people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He literally, Natalie Portman said he designed one outfit and one outfit only, and it was the
black leather.
Black one, yeah, which is like famously like, why are you letting this guy down? Like, no, we can't be together, but wearing that. It's because George Lucas wanted her to wear that.
Yeah.
Like that's, if we're being honest, that's
to
what
break
it is.
up with you in this outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, that's a good
George.
take. Yeah, that's a good take.
That will do it for that episode, I guess, unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about. Thanks, Matt, for joining.
Yeah, of course.
Driving all the way here and joining us. Hopefully we can do it again.
Yeah, hopefully.
Next episode we still need to discuss the next few episodes that we're doing. We talked about rewatching Mandalorian before that movie comes out, but that's gonna sneak up on us.
But do you know what day that is? Up us? Do you know what month or day that is?
It's May something.
22nd, I think?
That does sound right, yeah.
27th?
22nd.
Memorial Day weekend? Isn't Memorial Day always the last weekend in May?
22nd
Wow, nice.
is when the movie comes out.
Yeah, they'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, that's gonna
Everything flies by.
sneak up on us or up us. So yeah, we might not end up having time to do that for all 3 seasons and Book of Boba Fett. And then we gotta just do Ahsoka too, because then that's coming. Season 2 is coming later.
Oh yeah.
I really want to rewatch all of that because I've only seen all of that just once.
Yeah.
And it's been a while now, so I would really like to do a rewatch, but we'll talk about that and figure that out. But anyways, until next time.
You are listening to Galaxy Bound Podcast. We do monthly episodes talking about all things Star Wars. We'd greatly appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe or follow us on whatever platform you are watching or listening from. It helps us grow and reach more people. You can follow us on social media on basically every platform out there at Galaxy Bound TV, or check us out at our website at galaxybound.tv for links to them all. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Those gloves are kangaroo leather, so that would be
Jawa leather.
Yeah. Oh my! What is it with you guys and the Jawa juice and the leather? And
I don't know.
always going back to that.
for all of their materials. Every part of it.
Renewable resource.
No part of the Jawa.
There's just so many of them.